The diner buzzed with its usual lunch rush, but something felt off. In the corner, an old biker sat quietly eating his meal, unaware of the three figures closing in. A chuckle, a drink snatched away, then silence. No one moved, no one spoke, except for Emma. She had no idea that her next decision would change her life forever. The waitress standing across the room clenched her fists. She had seen enough. Emma, who had worked at this diner for over a year, knew its regulars, their orders, their stories. One of them was Mark, an elderly man who came in every week. Despite his worn-out clothes, he was always polite and tipped generously. But today, he had become the target of a group of teenagers. Emma watched as Mark lowered his gaze while they chuckled among themselves. One of them, a lanky boy wearing a backward baseball cap, leaned in. "What's wrong, old man? Cat got your tongue?" Another boy snatched a fry from Mark's plate and popped it into his mouth. A girl with bright blue hair pulled out her phone and started recording. "Say something for the camera, Grandpa," she mocked. Emma's blood boiled. Other customers noticed but stayed still. No one wanted to get involved. Mark remained silent, hands resting on the table, jaw clenched. He had likely endured worse in his lifetime. Taking a deep breath, Emma marched forward. "Hey!" she snapped. The teens froze. "Leave him alone, now!" The boy in the cap scoffed. "Relax, lady. We're just having fun." "This isn't fun. You're harassing a customer. And if you don't leave right now, I'll make sure you do." The girl with the phone laughed. "Oh? What are you gonna do? Call the cops?" Emma leaned in slightly. "Or I could call my manager and have you banned from here forever. Or better yet, I could call your parents." The smirk faded from the girl's face as she lowered her phone. The boy rolled his eyes but stepped back. "Whatever. This place sucks anyway." As they turned to leave, he suddenly grabbed Mark's drink and tossed it onto his lap. Cold liquid, soaked into Mark's jeans. The teens burst into laughter and walked out. Mark sighed and reached for a napkin. Emma grabbed a clean towel from behind the counter and handed it to him. "I'm so sorry about that." Mark offered a tired smile. "It's not your fault, kid. Some people just don't have respect. They shouldn't have treated you like that. Are you okay?" Mark nodded. "I've been through worse." He gently patted her arm. "You've got guts, standing up for an old biker like me. Not many people would do that." Before Emma could respond, a voice called from the back. "Emma, in my office, now." Her stomach dropped. Mr. Harrison, the manager, stood in the doorway, arms crossed. His expression was unreadable. She gave Mark an apologetic look and followed her boss. Inside the office, Harrison shut the door behind them. "What were you thinking?" "I was protecting a customer." "No, you were threatening customers. Those kids have parents who come here every week. We can't afford to lose business." "You're saying I should have let them bully him?" "I'm saying you should have let me handle it. But you didn't handle it, you just stood there." "That's enough. Hand over your apron. You're done here." Her breath caught. "Wait, you're firing me?" "Effective immediately." Emma's heart pounded. She had worked hard at this job, showed up on time, covered shifts, treated customers well, and now, for doing the right thing, she was being thrown out. She removed her apron, placed it on his desk, and walked out, her hands shaking. Back in the diner, Mark was still there. "What happened?" "I just got fired," she said, forcing a smile. Mark's jaw tightened. Before he could respond, she added, "It's okay. I'll figure something out." She walked out. The cold air hit her face as the door shut behind her. What she didn't know was that in less than 2 hours, her life was about to change forever. Emma sat in her car, gripping the steering wheel, heart still racing. Fired, just like that, for doing the right thing. The unfairness burned inside her. She wiped her eyes, took a deep breath, and tried to calm down. Bills were due, rent was coming up, she couldn't afford to be jobless. Her phone buzzed. A message from her best friend Lisa. "Hey, want to hang out later?" Emma stared at the screen and replied, "Got fired. Not really in the mood." Almost immediately, Lisa responded, "Are you serious? I'm coming over." Emma sighed. She appreciated the support, but just wanted to be alone. Before she could put her phone down, there was a knock on her window. She jumped, then saw Mark standing there. She rolled it down. "You okay, kid?" "Not really," she said, trying to smile. "I didn't mean to cause you trouble. I appreciate what you did in there. Most people would have looked the other way. It was just the right thing to do." Mark studied her, then pulled a card from his jacket and handed it to her. "If you ever need anything, call this number." Emma looked down at the plain card. Just a phone number in bold black ink. No name, no business. "What is this?" "A lifeline," Mark said, then walked off. She watched him go, then tossed the card onto the passenger seat. Right now, she needed to find another job. As she drove home, her mind raced. How would she explain this to her landlord, her mom? Maybe she could pick up shifts at the grocery store. Her thoughts were interrupted by the sound of motorcycles, loud, multiple engines roaring in the distance. She glanced in her rearview mirror. Her stomach dropped. A swarm of motorcycles, at least 50, maybe more, was riding down the main road, heading straight for the diner. Emma pulled into her apartment complex, still in shock. She could hear the growl of their bikes even from there. Her phone buzzed again. A message from Lisa. "Emma, go on Facebook, now." Emma opened the app. Her feed was flooded with a video, the one the girl with the blue hair had been recording. It showed everything: Mark sitting alone, the teens bullying him, Emma stepping in, her manager firing her. The caption read, "Waitress stands up for elderly veteran, gets fired for it. This is wrong." Emma's heart pounded as she read the comments. "This is disgusting. Who owns this diner? They need to answer for this. We stand with Emma. Someone give her a job. Let's show them what happens when you mess with the wrong people." The video had over 200,000 views in just 2 hours. Then a live stream notification popped up. She clicked it. The camera shook slightly as someone narrated, "You're not going to believe this. There are hundreds of bikers pulling up right now. This is insane." The camera panned. Emma's breath caught. The entire parking lot of the diner was filled with motorcycles. More than 500 bikers, all in leather jackets, some with matching patches. And standing tall at the front of them all was Mark. Her phone buzzed again. An unknown number. She hesitated, then answered. "Hello?" A deep voice on the other end, calm, steady. "Emma." "Yes? We've got your back." Her stomach flipped. "Who is this?" The man chuckled. "Let's just say you made some new friends today." The call ended. Emma stood frozen, heart racing. What was happening? Her phone buzzed again. Lisa this time. "Emma, are you seeing this? This is insane." "Yes," Emma whispered. "I'm seeing it." Emma paced her apartment, restless and confused. "I don't get it," she said aloud. Lisa scoffed. "Are you kidding? You stood up for one of their own. Now the whole biker community is standing up for you." Emma sank onto the couch, still, trying to process the viral video, the outrage, the flood of support. It was all happening so fast. Her phone buzzed. A new message from an unknown number. "Come to the diner." She hesitated. Was it a trap? Her stomach twisted at the thought of facing her former boss. But curiosity pushed her forward. She grabbed her keys and left. When she arrived, she stopped short. The parking lot was jammed with motorcycles. Bikers clustered in groups, their leather jackets catching the glow of the streetlights. Some crossed their arms, others were on their phones, but all of them looked serious. Emma parked a block away and walked toward the diner, heart racing. People noticed her immediately. Conversations went silent. Then, someone clapped. Another joined in. Within seconds, the entire crowd erupted, cheering, whistling, calling her name. Her cheeks flushed. She wasn't used to this kind of attention. Then she spotted Mark near the front. He smiled as she approached, still dazed. "What is happening?" she asked. Mark laughed. "You stood up for me. Now they're standing up for you." A deep voice cut through the noise behind her. "This her?" Emma turned to see a massive man with a thick beard and a leather vest covered in patches. He looked intimidating, but his eyes held kindness. Mark nodded. "Yep, this is Emma." The man extended a hand. "Name's Tiger, president of the Storm Riders MC." She shook his hand, still overwhelmed. "Nice to meet you." "You got guts, kid," Tiger said. "Not many would have done what you did." "I didn't expect all of this," she replied, glancing around. Tiger's expression turned serious. "Your boss messed with the wrong people." Before she could ask what he meant, the diner door swung open. Mr. Harrison stepped out, face pale, eyes wide as he took in the crowd. Tiger's voice boomed. "This the guy who fired you?" Emma nodded. "Yes." The crowd grumbled with anger. Harrison lifted his hands. "Look, I didn't mean—" Tiger stepped forward. "No, you meant it. You fired her for standing up to some spoiled kids. You let those punks bully an old man because their parents spend money here. Well, guess what? We've got money too, and we're making sure no one eats here again." Harrison paled even further. "Wait," Tiger didn't stop. "Hundreds of us. Thousands. You think this is bad? Wait until every biker in the country hears what you did." "Please, I can fix this," Harrison stammered. Mark stepped in. "Then fix it." Harrison turned to Emma. "If I give you your job back, will you stop this?" Emma blinked. "Are you serious?" "Yes, you can have your job. A raise even." She looked at Mark, then at the crowd behind him. A realization settled over her. She didn't need that job anymore. She had something more powerful now. "No," she said firmly. Harrison's face dropped. "What?" "I don't want your job. I want an apology. To Mark. I'm sorry for what happened today." "It was wrong," Harrison said, voice trembling. The bikers nodded in approval. Emma wasn't done. "And those kids? They're banned from this diner." "Of course, absolutely," Harrison said quickly. Tiger smirked. "Good choice." Emma turned to Mark. "Ready to go?" He smiled. "Yeah, kid. Let's get out of here." As they walked away, the crowd erupted again in cheers. Emma felt something shift inside her. Power, not the kind that comes from status or money, but from respect. She'd stood up for what was right, and now an entire community had her back. Mark patted her shoulder. "You did good." Tiger nodded. "More than good. You made a statement." He turned to the crowd, raising his hand. "We've made our point. No one eats here again. They don't respect one of us. They don't get our business." A wave of agreement swept through the crowd. Bikers removed their helmets, shaking their heads at the diner like it was already a relic of the past. Emma glanced back at Harrison, still frozen in the doorway, his diner now blacklisted by a force he hadn't seen coming. "Hey, Emma!" Lisa came running up, phone in hand. "You're officially famous. Your story's trending on Twitter. Celebrities are sharing it. And businesses, restaurants, cafes, even law firms. They're offering you jobs in the comments." Emma stared at her, stunned. Lisa shoved the phone in her face. Her notifications were exploding. Comments read things like, "Hire this girl. We need more Emmas in the world." Just then, another message popped up. "Call me when you have a minute. I have a job offer that might be perfect for you." Emma frowned. "Who is this?" Lisa grabbed the phone. Only one way to find out. She hit call and put it on speaker. After a few rings, a smooth voice answered. "Emma, glad you called." "Who is this?" she asked, heart racing. "Sam Walker. I run a security firm. We protect high-profile clients, celebrities, executives. We saw what you did today. We could use someone like you." Emma held her breath. Someone with a spine. Someone who doesn't back down. Her pulse quickened. "Are you offering me a job?" "I'm offering you a career. Come in for an interview. We'll talk." Emma looked at Lisa, who was practically jumping with excitement. Mark gave her a knowing smile. That morning, she'd expected just another shift at a diner. Now, she was jobless, famous, and maybe standing on the edge of a brand new future. And for the first time in a long time, she felt totally okay with that. Emma's story isn't just about kindness, it's about unity. One act of courage can ripple outward, ignite change, and inspire others. She didn't expect to spark a movement, she just did what was right. But when one person stands up, others will follow. In a world where indifference lets injustice thrive, a single moment of bravery can turn the tide. Emma didn't just earn respect, she unlocked a new path in life, one she never imagined. Would you have done the same in her shoes? Tell us in the comments, and if her story moved you, hit that like button, share it, and subscribe for more powerful stories like this one.